Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Setlist 4. I just like watching the intro.
Mortals, I'm very disappointed in you. You assembled the gods against me and said, "He is dead. Of his pity for man hath he died."
We're just gonna watch this
I
first.
assure you, this is all just an innocent misunderstanding.
You're banished
Banished?
to Earth.
Earth?
Is that a problem?
But the Earth is green. Thank you, Konkura.
So yes, this time there's actually gonna be a proper story. So, welcome to Setlist 4 History Edition. As I've seen on my channel, I've done Settlers 1 and Settlers 3. I eventually will do all the Settlers game. But Settlers 4, I haven't played as much as the other two, or 3 if you include Settlers 2. But as I've kind of discovered in my later years, it's probably got the more interesting missions to do and different kind of concepts. So there's a lot of add-ons. There's also a tutorial, which we're not going to go through. But there's a lot of add-on campaigns. There's the general single player. There's the Great Crusades, which is a fan kind of built expansion side of things, which I've played a few of them. They're actually quite very challenging. Also the New World as well, which is a bit of a campaign based. But what we're going to do is obviously we're going to try and complete as much as possible, but we'll start with probably the more interesting side of things, and it's more of the story than anything else. So we're going to play the Dark Tribe campaign. So it's us needing to get rid of what you just saw, that bad guy. And yeah, we're going to take it from there. So we'll start right at the beginning with mission 1.
I can't stand it. Harmony, peace, and everywhere you look, green. Enough
He really
is
doesn't like green.
enough. Gardener! I need results.
Look closely, my lord.
Good old 90s animation.
Get that away from me!
But look, my lord, look!
Ooh. Turns it dark.
Seeds of darkness. An odd heaviness hangs in the air. There is talk of nearby lands that lie blackened, lands where trees and shrubs are withered and bent. Could this be the work of that band of Mayas with their terrible fire-spitting war machine?
Oh, we saw it in my hands.
Reconnaissance reports bringing these descriptions are strangely similar to the dreams related by our priests. Are the Mayas to be the ones to bring the Roman she-wolf to her knees? Our priests continue to speak of signs in their dreams, that a gardener will be the key to restoring the wolf's health. A simple gardener? The bronzed people are again at hand building up a new settlement. Our experience with the Mayas has grown. We now know all too well that we cannot afford to allow their increase in power to go unchecked.
There we go. So the first mission, basically, you have to conquer the Mayan? Mayan. I always thought it was Mayan settlement to the west, but then you start to discover what's really unique about this. So a little tip here is one of our priests came back from the mountain lake to the north with a strange tale to tell. The water nymph who dwells in the lake will be well disposed towards any race which builds 12 of the water-filled eye-catchers in homage to the near lake. Actually, I've never seen that before. What does that mean? I mean, we have to build something and get some kind of bonus? Hmm. I have to look into it. So Settlers 4, the animation is slightly different. And it always probably put me off playing the game. But if you notice over here, we've got the darkened territory. And essentially what you get gardeners, similar like pioneers from Settlers 3. And you get them to kind of purify the land. And that's how we get past this kind of barrier there to attack the settlement that's over here. So basically, first off, we have to get our infrastructure up, obviously. We've only started with a sawmill, a woodcutter, and a stone cutter. So we've got no forester, so obviously we want to get it replenished. I've noticed the sound is not working. Have I turned off the sound? I do have a habit of doing that. There. Yeah, I have turned up. So we'll turn on the music a little bit. Just because it's the first one. There we go, that's a bit better. And we'll gather our troops together, just about there. Alright, so, what do we want to do? So we're getting a forester up now. Now, you got a lot more control, kind of, over your settlers as well. So you can kind of control a bit better and have better visibility on everything. So if you notice, we've only got 24 kind of normal walkers that can be used for anything. So we'll probably want to up that game a little bit. So we'll build one of these residences, large residences. And obviously we're playing the Romans at the moment. There are again three kind of types, races you could say. There's Mayans, Romans, and Vikings, and I love the Vikings. They just got a cool aesthetic, I reckon. Now, basically what we want to do is build the basics. So up here is actually going to be minerals. Oh, no, I don't want you. Well, I want those guys. They're going to be where we're going to find our coal, iron, pretty much what we're going to need. And we'll probably want to pop another one of those down. And pop another sawmill down as well. So we want to expand this way. If you notice, we don't have a lot of troops. And we don't have a lot of coal or anything to start with. We've pretty much just got building supplies. So that's going to be us. Now, what I normally do really early on is I get a pioneer. Oh, I get 2 pioneers to kind of expand the territory over here, because pretty much the enemy territory is like here. So you don't need to really worry about here. So if you just get a pioneer and just let him do its thing. And we'll start chopping down a lot of this real estate so we can use it later. So pretty much we want to expand that way. We've got some coal here. That's what we want to see. So we kind of want to expand that way, establish our coal, and I think iron's like over here somewhere. And then we've got the basics down, and then we can start running with it. Now, one thing that's, if you've never played Settlers 4 before, they've got this little kind of screenshot here. So what you can do is set it to like here, and so you can look at other things and but also have a little view here of when that will be built. And that's the most important thing for us right now, is this little view. Alright. So we got that up, got that up. And we'll get our pioneers to start doing their work over here. Now, what I want to eventually do is start building our food infrastructure, but I'm going to pause it. There we go. I'm going to pause it. So it's just going to be about placement right now. So we probably also want to get some water. Pause that. I'm actually going to turn down... Oh. Turn down the sound effects a little bit. It's hurting my ears. Hurting these wireless ones. It's wireless? Wireless ears? I don't know what I'm saying half the time. So now one thing you do notice is you have a little bit more control over or how many diggers you got and so forth. So you actually set the amount of diggers and builders that you want. You typically find that you want more diggers pretty early on because you notice that kind of starts to slow down things a little bit. So we've got all this wood, we've got all this stone, but they're not really bringing them anywhere. I mean, I don't really... I was like, these guys are just kind of sitting there, chilling out, doing nothing. So now that you're always hearing is actually just them finding some minerals up here. So that's another little bit of a difference there. But yeah, it does slow it down, so you probably want to increase that, but we don't really have it. If you notice here, don't really have any shovels. So that's why infrastructure, getting that up and running and building a toolsmith, probably around here, is really important. To get that established. Now, I haven't played this enough to know this, but I'm pretty sure they don't attack you because of this barrier of all this dark stuff. If we go here, this is well, that a gardener? A thief? Geologist? Gardener, there you go, there's the gardener. So you basically got them, and they kind of work like pioneers and kind of purify this land. That's eventually what we want to get to once we kind of get everything set up. Alright, so we're kind of expanding this way now, and we'll move 2 guys. So I'm going to build 2 more here, so I'm going to build that there and that there to get these minerals there, and pretty much just use my pioneers to expand the territory from there. So I'm going to build a whole bunch of shovels, probably. That's one thing that is different from Settlers 3. They actually require shovels, which makes sense, but it's really annoying because you can't just get an excess of people and just make them pioneers. So it's a bit annoying. Well, we nearly got that up and running. And we'll probably want to activate that and we'll get our crops going. We've got a lot of land, but I have noticed in this is it's pretty tight on what you can do initially at the start. I mean, if you don't expand up to here fast enough, things tend to slow down. Because you just run out of tools. You're not given a lot of tools right off the outset. And that's why I built sawmill pretty early on and why I'm building these randomly. Because I'm going to basically use woodcutters just to chop down some land, trees, and get more land for myself to kind of expand and stuff. Cool. Now, another interesting thing is the large residences, or residences in general. They just tell you how many people they got left to actually walk out the door, which I like. I like that. It's a nice little touch. Because initially, when I started playing Settlers 4, I didn't think it was too much different from Settlers 3. And then then I kind of dismissed it because I was like happy with Settlers 3 because I was a stupid kid, you know. You're just happy with what you got. But then once you start getting into it, I realized my mic's pretty close to me right now. It's probably making the decibels go off the... I always muck up the placement of my mic. So it's just going to cause editing to be really annoying. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun to fix that later. But yeah, I didn't think Settlers 4 was that much different. But then after playing it, recently actually, a bit more, I tend to like it. I kind of wish they kind of meshed the art style of 3 more into this. For some reason this just doesn't have that same charm, you know. I'm not sure why. I think it's the models just don't seem right. They're too shiny, I think. That's my best description for it. It seems a bit shiny. Cool. Alright, so we're going to get a coal up over here. And then we're going to expand one last time. And I know I could use pioneers for this, but it just takes forever. I'll move them over there, and that will get that. And these guys will find more, but that should get our initial baseline of resources, which is what we want. Alright, we're going to get that up and running. Now, the next step will probably need to be our making sure our coal's ticking over nicely. So we'll put that there. We'll block that for now. And we want, what do we want? Bakery. We're gonna put that there. And pause that. And now we also want sheep. So we'll build sheep. So instead of pigs, we've got sheep. I like that. Actually, I will untick that because it does take a while for the sheep to start producing. And we'll put this little beast right there. And pause that right there. Cool. And I'll move that slightly there. And probably build another grain farm there. And start building that. Alright, so we're going to get that going. Now, as a result, we kind of want an iron there smelter. I find pausing buildings very useful. I didn't used to do that. And then I started wasting resources on stuff I didn't actually need yet. I was just like, oh, I need that eventually to pop it down. I learned that the hard way. So if you notice there's a bit of a build-up of wood here, even though you've got all these places, it's because we don't have enough diggers. They're taking a long time to dig out. What was this for? No, do I not have an axe? Do I not have enough axes? Yeah, I've run out of axes, so I'm gonna need an axe. And I'll make some axes. Davey likes axes. Oh, where are we? Aha. So I have to navigate these menus now and figure out which one allows me to... Maybe I have to build it first. Because I know you... Oh, can you do it in here? I don't think you can. I think that's a bit different. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for that to be built to order that particular tool to be built. So I need some axes. But yeah, they do take a little bit while. Oh, let's move that there. They take a while, just because I haven't got enough diggers. So you probably want about 10, 15. That's normally my sweet spot. Because you don't always need it, but you can also decrease. How many? I think you can decrease the... You can. I know you can definitely add more. You can definitely decrease it, right? Yeah, you can. You can decrease it. So that means you can, get the tool back and use them as pioneers, maybe for a little period of time. Alright, we've got some iron here. So we'll chuck some iron. There we go. And that's our foundation right there. So... Oh, you can't find any trees, buddy? Ah, your range is kind of poor. There you go. There. Actually, there's a little red barrier there, so let me just move you slightly across there. Cool. Alright. So yeah, that's going to be our foundation. So actually, we'll get the water up now. We'll start that. And we want that going as well. We want both the mines up. And we probably want that smelter going as well. Alright, I want to get rid of probably these lookout towers. Let's get rid of one lookout tower and another one. Just to get those resources, because one tower is going to be enough there. And what we eventually want to do is kind of build a line of these towers. I'll build it there. A line of these towers kind of form a bit of a barrier of towers across there, and then just use pioneers to just take over everything else. I think that would be the safest option. And also, what we probably want to do is chuck one of these here, just to get those resources there. And so this will be our renewable trees, and then everything else will cut down. Because that's what humanity does, destroys the environment. Now, another addition So is 3 is a hunter, I believe. Yeah, a hunter's hut. I never use them because I just find they're really hard to gauge when they're out of resources or not. So I tend to just stay away from them. You don't really need it if you get your meat up, if you get your sheep up, but it is a good early source of meat to get your mind going while you're waiting for this to tick around. But I think I'm going to have enough time. Oh, I need more stone. Yeah, I need more stone. At least that's ticking along. So we can just target that and just look at the sheep as they grow. Need an axe, yeah. Alright, so we've got all these resources up here. We kind of want to take over all this around here. Now this is the lake they're on about, right? So maybe I'm supposed to build towers around that? I don't know, actually. I never go down... I never know about secondary missions. I know you can now in-game see kind of like the mission log. Here it is. Yeah, Conquest. But it doesn't give you the secondary missions if there are, you know, goal objectives, I should say. If there are any. So, I have no idea. Now, we kind of need this up for more sheep to arrive, so... Kind of hamstringed ourselves a bit there, but we'll start the granary as well. The granary? The granary. Alright, so we've got our farming up. See, it's pretty cool that you can say, oh, how's the sheep going? Don't know water. It's funny, the one building that's pretty much the easiest resource to get, I just haven't got it going yet. And needs more stone. Hopefully. Yeah, I need stone in general. Alright, we're going to have to put these on high priorities. Just to get it done. Now, how are we looking in terms of people? I'm not used to all the buttons yet. 69. Nice. But still, we need more... Probably need more people soon. If we go underneath 50, we'll probably bring that out. Too many sheep. Getting a lot of granary. Granary? Grain. What's taking you so long? See, I mucked up there. I should have built that earlier. I'm getting plenty of wood, though. Well, sort of. Yeah, sort of. I mean, why don't just go against what you literally just said, Dave, and build one of these. Just for the hell of it. Because there's obviously some animals that you can hunt, right? Yeah. See what happens. We'll see what happens. Well, I already topped up. It's probably really rare for me for that situation to be in place. 2 and 3. Yeah, it's taking ages. Kind of mucked up a little bit there. Mucked up a big time. Oh, so we've got more resources here. Alright, well, how about we use these guys, and let's just get them to own this up here, just so we can make some more. I think that'll be useful. Just to kill some time while we kind of wait for my mistake to correct itself. Haven't seen any gold yet. Your music's very kind of, I wouldn't say epic, but it's got that epic feeling, you know? It would never beat the song from Civilization. I think Civilization 4 or 5? Babawetu? I think it's Babawetu. I think that's what it is. Cool. The farming's a little bit different if you notice. They don't just randomly plant as many crops as they want. They're kind of a very kind of 8. So if you notice, there's the exact 8 and all those crops are gone. They definitely changed that system. Which is why you see me don't do what I normally do and just pop heaps on the same location. I don't even know if that works anymore. Alright, so we've got heaps of that, heaps of that. That's not built yet. Oh, really? Oh, there we go, cool. So we've got that. Now we need that up and running. Cool. That's going to be very useful for us. That should double our stone issues. Or stone issues? What am I trying to say? That should fix our stone issues. That's what I'm trying to say. Words. Hey Dave, why don't you make a video? I don't know, I can't talk. So how's he going? Are they making territory? I can't tell. Well, oh yeah, there they are. Slowly. Alright, we'll let them just do their thing for a bit. This is nearly done. So this guy's bringing the rock now. Let's bring the rock. And then we finally get our water issues going. Gone. We get our water issues gone? Gone. Alright. There we go. So the builders have the same problem that we've only got 5 of them. So they're kind of all over the show of what they're actually doing. But the good thing is, it looks like our wood situation is not going to be a problem. The wood situation's pretty good. Alright, it's nearly done. And immediately the most laziest guy in the world who just puts a bucket in a lake and pops it outside. His day has begun. He's not very good at it, obviously. Scooped up all the dirt. But he's trying. Let's see if he does it. Like, first time, we'll let the first time go. No, he did it again. He's out of all the jobs in the village, the only job this guy has is to dip it in the lake and pop it outside, and he can't even do that. He keeps on doing it as well. And apparently there's fish there as well, so... This is... Is he going to do it again? Yeah. He had one job. Literally only one job, and he just can't do it. That bread's not going to taste very nice. Oh, it's going to the sheep anyway. I guess it's fine. Guess it's fine. So we should be seeing, yep, the water kind of being traveled and popped over here, and that should start helping the mines. The mines. And now we need to get that up and running. Cool. There we go. Got the sheep farmer. And we've got 2 sheep now. And we should start seeing that chop out. Now we probably want to get the slaughterhouse going too. I'm still waiting for on our granary mill to get up and running. Plenty of bread though. Bread? Sorry, wood. We don't have any bread yet. Got plenty of wood. And I think stone is the only thing slowing us down right now. Now how are we doing here? So can we place coal mine? Yeah, we can. So we'll place a coal mine there. So once it finally connects, these guys will just go straight away to it. What are you doing there? I guess they just keep going around. So I do like the pathing for the geologists a lot better. If you notice, it pretty much they've gone all the way around the mountain. And so you can clearly see where we want to go. I like that. Cool, that's nearly done. And we probably want to get the toolsmiths up and running, because tools are going to be very important, especially how we've got this bloody demand for this axe over here. And Davey likes axes. So we've got 3 sheep now. Ooh, 3 sheep. I should just look in the window. I still got the window there. Alright, so I do like this kind of pathing. If you notice, is that, you know, in Settlers 3, they step on the same path. It kind of gets like that dirt path, but here it becomes more of a concrete kind of path, a more defined concrete path, and I really like it. Doesn't make really good farming, but I like it. Now that is very annoying. I wonder if does it have the ability to turn it off? Oh, I can play users music. Interesting. Whoa, that was loud. I don't know if you can turn off that. Nah, I don't think you can turn it off. Oh well. Alright, well, we got that up and running. The iron's smelting. That's up and running. Do we have a... Oh, a windmill's up and running, so we might as well get our bakery up and running. So I did... how are we looking on our people? It's still 65. We're still good. So we got no... The sheep aren't fully grown yet, but we're getting a good flock. Oh, another one just popped there. Right there. That's good timing. Never around when it pops. And it kind of just appears. But we should have some good healthy sheep soon. Just to be slaughtered. Because that's what Romans did, apparently, with sheep. I think they're Roman? They are Romans, right? I don't know. So yeah, we got the mill going and getting some flour. I guess that's only going to be the hold up in that, but I think we're ticking along nicely now. Oh, there, we've got a sheep. Got a sheep. Got a sheep. Cool. Alright, we should see that tick along nicely. Alright. Well, the next phase in this is, once we got that up and running, we'll probably want to start building. It is really annoying. I really wish you... How do you turn that off? Maybe if I... Maybe you can turn off the alert. Specifically that... Oh no, it just hides it. I'm gonna turn that off. I might have to turn that off for the next episode. But yeah, that's the start of Settlers 4. So we're going to be playing the Dark Side campaign, because I think that's the most entertaining and just also shows you the new gardening feature and a bit of a story. But let me know what you think. If you want another episode of this, let me know. I probably will be doing one more, but yeah, if you've got a comment. If you can kind of let me, if anyone has played this game, let me know how to turn off the alerts on that. It's really annoying that. Or I might just have to mute the sound, which sucks. I don't like muting the sound because I actually do like the hammers and all that stuff. I might just turn off the alerts, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff. And anyway, until next time.